Hey everybody, welcome back to the Chaotic Little Book Corner. My name's Acacia. Today I'm going to be doing the I Dare You book tag, which I found on Just One Reader's channel. I will link his channel down below. Go check it out. It is wonderful. I really enjoy it. So let's dive into these questions. I did not number them, but there are quite a few of them, so we should just start. What book has been on your shelf the longest? And that would be this. This is Cuddly Casey. This was my favorite book as a toddler. Yep, this was my favorite book. And it's just really colorful and bright. And it is loved to no end. And yep, Cuddly Casey is the longest book on my shelf, or has been on my shelf the longest, I should say. What is your current read, last read, and next read? Currently, I am reading 3 books in buddy reads, so 3 different buddy reads. So I have Geek Love, which I'm reading with Stephanie. I will link her channel down below. Requiem for a Dream, which I'm reading with Adam, which I will link his channel down below, and Rebecca, which I am reading with Amanda, which I will link her channel down below. So those are the 3 books that I'm currently reading. And then the last book that I finished was Steve Martin's Shop Girl. This was a reread for me and a 5-star read. I really enjoy it. It is a beautiful story. It is really quirky and different, and it has a really honest depiction of depression. I highly recommend it. What book do you keep telling yourself you will read but probably won't? Wuthering Heights. I really want to read all the Bronte sisters novels. I really do. But I think I'm more likely to like Anne and Charlotte. I've read almost all of Charlotte's work, and I'm going to start Anne's in November. So I still may read this. It's very plausible that I will read this eventually. I haven't gotten to it at this point, and it's one of those ones that I feel like I should have read at this point, and I just haven't gotten around to it. But who knows? It might be something I get to next year. What book are you saving for retirement? I'm not. I don't really see a point in saving a book for retirement, because by then there'll be all these new books coming out anyway, so why would I put off what I could read now? I don't... Last page read it first or wait till the end. So, as a young teen, I was terrible, and I would always read the last page first. That was not my best thing to do, but that was when I was a teenager. Now that I'm older, I don't do that anymore. I like to read it at the end. Acknowledgments, a waste of paper or interesting? I don't read the acknowledgments. I think they are an important part of the book. I think that they are important for the authors to be allowed to express their gratitude and appreciation. But I don't read them myself, so I would say keep them in there, but I'm not going to read them. Which book character would you switch places with? I wouldn't, because if you were going to have me switch places with a character and take on their personality traits, then it would be Luna Lovegood. But if you're just having me switch places with a character into a world, I don't read any books that are just light and fluffy and would end well, if that makes sense. I don't have a world that I think would end well for me. I don't read books that end well, so I don't think that the story would end well for me, so I don't really want to go anywhere where the story's not going to end well for me. Do you have a book that reminds you of a specific time in your life? So, the first, so I was really starting to get into BookTube, and I hadn't picked up anything on a recommendation yet. And then Mercedes from Merce's Bookish Musings did a review on Boy Snowbird, and I listened to it and I watched it and I decided I was going to pick it up. So this is the first book that I ever picked up on the recommendation of a booktuber, and I did not regret it, and I never looked back, and I've trusted Mercedes ever since. Name a book that you acquired in an interesting way. I could not think of one. I mean, I guess acquiring books from the publisher is an interesting way to acquire them, in which case I have a few, but without it being that, there's really no books that have just been, like, fascinating on how I acquired them. They're all pretty standard stories. They were either gifts or I picked them up myself. Have you ever given a book away for a special reason to a special person? So yes, I had 2 editions of our Endless Numbered Days. One was this one, and then the other one was the Penguin edition. And the Penguin edition is silver with blue. And I gave that to Amanda Center so that she could buddy read it with me. And because I loved the book so much that I wanted her to experience it as well. So, yes. Which book has been with you most places? So, this is kind of a cop-out. This book, physically, this one in and of itself went through 3 nights in the ER and a mental hospital. So, it's been a couple places. And it's seen a lot. This book as a physical object has seen that. This book as a representative object, so like the Harry Potter story, has seen a lot of family trips and a lot of family experiences and travel and all of those things because we listen to them on audiobook. So I guess that's kind of a cheat, but that would be my answer. Next page. Any required reading that you hated in high school but wasn't so bad after 2 years? That would be Neville Shute's A Town Like Alice. I honestly couldn't tell you what this is about now. I don't remember. But I remember rereading it after high school and enjoying it. But I remember reading it during high school and just highlighting and underlining the crap out of it because I was so infuriated by it and I so didn't want to read it. So, yeah. This one. So, used or brand new books. So, recently, it's been brand new books all the way. I've been specifically and singularly shopping at Print Bookstore for the most part, which is my local bookstore, and I've been just working with them. I still sell my books back to the local bookstore that buys used books, but I don't shop there as much. I just don't like the customer service as much, and they don't have as many independent publishers. And I can order anything I want from Print. They will get it for me. So it's 50-50. I like used books, but I haven't gone for them in a while. Have you ever read a Dan Brown book? No. Have you ever seen a movie you liked more than the book? Lord of the Rings. Have you ever read a book that made you hungry, cookbooks included? If cookbooks are included, then yeah, definitely. Is that even a question? Yes. If cookbooks are included, then absolutely. Also, How to Hygge is one that I read, which is all the way on the toppity top of my shelf, and I am not tall enough to reach it without a stepladder, so I cannot reach it. But How to Hygge is one that has some recipes that made me hungry. So now I'm going to tag some people. I'm going to tag April from Getting Hoga With It and Amy Poole from Amy Poole. I will link both their channels down below. Go check them out. They are smaller booktubers, but they deserve all the love in the world. I will talk to you all soon. If you like this video, click that subscribe button down below. And if you have anything, questions, quandaries, or comments, go ahead and comment down below. And I will talk to you guys there. Bye!